Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "Need Software" to 323-405-1341. That's 323-405-1341. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
Tory Lanez.
Dance, bitch.
Tory Lanez. This story pains me to talk about. Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion.
Where you want to start?
Apparently, Tory Lanez was found guilty of what actually was.
I got it right here. I got it right here.
What's the charge?
Guilty to assault with a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharge of a firearm with gross negligence, according to prosecutors. It's a mouthful right there.
Right. Even though it's
3 counts. Those 3 counts. I'll read it again.
Yeah, read it again.
Guilty to assault with a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharge of a firearm with gross negligence, according to prosecutors.
And they're trying to say the boy, now he hasn't been sentenced, right?
Not yet. Facing 22.
They already put him into custody, but they're saying he could get 20 years for this.
20, yes.
20 years.
22, up to 22 years maximum.
Wow. Like, apparently, there was no DNA or anything connecting him to firing this gun.
Right.
I don't know. There's a lot of funny shit with this case right here. It's a lot of funny shit with this case.
Speak on it.
Well, so sister says she was in an argument with homie and got out the car and was walking away when homeboy shot her in her feet.
Well, she was crying on the stand, saying, he said, "Dance, bitch."
I heard that later. Yeah, I heard that later. But yeah, however he did it, as she was walking away, he supposedly shot her in a pinky toe. Now, how it went down, all of that is really irrelevant to me. If he said "dance, bitch," that's crazy. But here's the thing. And he brought this up in an interview that I saw too, and it made me think. So after that supposedly happened, he shoots her in her feetsies. She gets back in the car with them, and they're driving, and then get pulled over by the police. And when they get pulled over, she says that she stepped on glass or whatever the case may be. Now, my thing is, if somebody just shot you in the pinky toe, why would you get back in the car with them? And then when the police pull y'all over, she's saying she was trying to protect him. He's a black man. She was scared and all of that. Like,
oh yeah, you're talking about her statements way early in the beginning.
Right. Immediately. I'm talking about right after the shit happened.
Right.
which is what you got to go by a lot of times. That's when shit is the freshest and all of that. Like,
right.
So she never said that she had got shot in that moment. And also, I'm just trying to understand why you gonna get back in the car with somebody that just shot you in the pinky toe.
Now, let me just say this, Jamar.
Mm-hmm.
What was she supposed to do? Walk away?
Hop away?
Hopping down the street, Lord Jamar.
She could have said, I ain't going nowhere with you motherfuckers. I'm gonna call me an ambulance. I'm gonna call me an Uber. Whatever the fuck. Like, get the fuck off of me. Don't fucking touch me. You just shot me in the pink. Now I got to cut you. Now I got to cut you. Oh, you want to shoot people in the pinky toe. That's what she was supposed to say. Oh, you want to shoot people in the pinky toe.
Lord Jamar wanted her to walk away.
Now I got to cut you. Now I got to cut you.
I gotta cut you. And where did the glass come from? Shattered glass window or something?
Well, this is what she was saying was her injuries on her feet. I guess when they seen bloody feet or something, they was like, what happened to your feet? And she said, I stepped on some glass.
Maybe she was trying to protect the parties.
Well, that's what she said she was doing.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, why protect the motherfuckers that just shot you in your feet? Why do that? And she's saying, oh, you know, so many things have happened and, you know, the police killing that, you know.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video where everyone was out of the vehicle laying belly down on the ground?
I don't
when the police pulled them over. There's video footage of Tory, Megan, and her friend Kelsey laying on the ground. And they were telling Megan to walk towards them, and she was limping and hopping. And there's a whole video out of the pullover, the actual pullover. Tory's laying on his belly, Megan's on his belly, laying on the ground, and they were saying that was a procedure because they, when they heard about a firearm discharge and a firearm in the vehicle, that was the procedure to extract everyone out of the vehicle. And all you can see footage of all three of them laying on the ground, face down. And then there's footage of Megan clearly limping as the police were telling her to walk towards them. And she was limping.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you smash that like button upon coming in. If this is your first time joining us, your first time into the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell and click all so that you will be notified when we go live or when we drop a video.
Yes, sir.
Like that.
Yes, sir.
So what do y'all in the chat? What do y'all feel about this? Hang on a second. Sagan. Yeah, Sagan.
How convenient.
Yahawada says her bodyguard went missing during the case. Right. You heard about that? Thank you, Sagan. I hope I'm saying your name right, man. Sagan. Yeah, so
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, her bodyguard went missing. I think they needed him for some testimony, and homeboy mysteriously went missing.
Wow.
So yeah, there's that. Oh, they said hello from West Africa. Shonda Lewis. Peace, Shonda.
Peace, Shonda.
Even though that doesn't really sound like a West African name, do it? That sounds like West Side of Chicago, Shonda Lewis. Shonda Lewis from the West Side of Chicago. But she says she in West Africa. Okay. So what y'all think about this whole Tory Lanez shit? Do we, is something fishy here? Oh, the canines are great, Juan. They're right behind me. One's just over here that you can't see, just off camera, and Big Boy is in his cage down here. just because he wants to be. I didn't put him in there. Thank you for asking. What were we just saying? What the fuck?
Before we ask the audience, man, what you think, Lord? Let's get your take first.
Well, first of all, there's it seemed to be indications that the other girl in the car may have been the one that shot her. Okay. Apparently what I'm hearing in these internet streets is that basically Megan was known for fucking niggas that this girl was trying to mess with. So if this girl likes somebody, all of a sudden now Megan is fucking them. You know, I also heard that Megan's now boyfriend, I think Party Fontaine or something, he was kind of embarrassed about her sexual history once it started coming out in the courtroom. Once we start finding out just how many niggas this girl was fucking.
She had a lot of bodies, huh?
I think she got a lot of bodies. I think there's a lot of bodies, and her fucking excuse will be, well, the niggas can do it, the men do it, so why can't I do it? Stupid ass.
Here we go. You're gonna have to give the key and lock analogy again.
Man, I'm not gonna keep giving that fucking analogy, man. Y'all motherfuckers know what it is. Like, I'm not gonna keep going through it. Like, being entered and and entering something is two different things. And ladies, it is not the same. You can try as hard as you want to try to do what a man do, and you're only gonna suffer the consequences, because equality, like I said before, doesn't mean identical. So we can be equal, but we're not identical. Okay, if you try to stand up and piss like me, all you're gonna do is get piss all down your fucking leg, girl. That's all you're gonna do. Now, do you piss and I piss? Yeah, that's equality right there. But we're not identical of how we piss. You see what I'm saying? Because we have two different anatomies. Hey, Latoya Logan, peace. How are you, Queen?
And to be fair, not all men can enter, because most men are regular keys and very few are what you call the master key. Okay?
Right. Well, so that's when we talk about multiple and all of that type. All men should be able to enter unless they have erectile dysfunction. It's just how many are they capable of entering? How many locks are they capable of unlocking? You know, that's what the
master key
distinguishes a regular key from a master key.
Yes.
You know, but a fucking lock that works with any key is a useless lock. It's not protecting any valuables. And ladies, y'all have the valuables. Y'all are the valuables. And stop letting them trick you into thinking that you're not valuable, that somehow giving away pussy is a right, you know, is something that, you know, makes you strong and liberated. No, it doesn't. It makes you a whore. Okay. My man Jesse Peterson was talking to that broad, what's her name, Amber Rose, and she's talking about, you know, she's talking about, you know, he's talking about being a slut and all that, and what constitutes a slut from a woman. And she's like, well, what does it make a man when he does it? He said, it makes him a slut maker.
Wow.
Man's not a slut when he does it. He's a slut maker. Okay. Stop it. It's not the same. Okay. So they're fooling you with this, as if sexual rights. They're fooling you with abortion rights as if it's really your fucking right to fucking kill a baby. And I'm glad Digga's not here right now, because I'm never gonna fucking agree with her nonsensical fucking opinion when it comes to abortion. Sometimes economical. Why do you think they created the economic situations for black people to say, oh, well, maybe we should have to kill our children because we're economically, we're economically don't have the equality. And so now we're choosing murdering of a child, we're choosing that.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Most of this stems from early feminism movement.
Yeah, we love Digger too, but I hate her stance on this abortion shit. Let's just put it out there. I love her, but I hate her fucking opinion on the shit. And she act like a man can't speak on it, and that's some bullshit too.
And it's okay, guys. It's okay. People can choose to disagree. That's okay,
a man
guys.
And a woman create the baby. So it's not just about, and that's some bullshit where they act like, oh, it's just a woman's body and all that. Nah, fuck out of here. This is something we both fucking did. I could put my fucking 2 cents in. I'm part of society. This is a societal issue, which involves men and women. You're not going to fucking just get the man out the conversation and shit just because like you think you're gonna just silence him just because he's a man and think he can't speak on women's issues. Yes, he can. Y'all speak on men's issues all the time. So God damn it, yes, we are going to speak on societal issues. It's not women's issues. It's societal issues. Right, Latoya? She said exactly. You see? This is what I'm talking about. The population agenda. Come on now. Sick of this shit.
Quick dive, Lord Jamar. A lot of these so-called concepts about what you just spoke on stems from the early days of the feminist movement, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Created by white women. Mm-hmm. Created by white women. This has nothing to do with black women. But y'all have adopted... See, and this is why we need freedom from many different things. Y'all have adopted these mindsets of other people. They've chained you with certain mindsets that make you believe that abortion is healthcare. Like that murder is somehow healthcare. Then I'll hear, oh, do you know how many black women, die in child labor and all and have problems with child labor? Well, why is that? Let's get into that. Why is that? Because a lot of them have something called preeclampsia. Basically, they have high blood pressure while they're fucking pregnant, which is why black women have such a high disposition where pregnancy could be fatal sometimes. But that's because we're culturally eating the wrong shit.
Is that for real from high blood pressure?
Yo, preeclampsia, look it up.
Wow.
It's a thing. Basically, it's high blood pressure in a pregnant woman.
Wow.
Oh, we got the Bantic show in the house.
Oh, shout out.
Women's liberation was funded by the Rockefeller Institute.
Wow.
Shout out to the Bantic show.
Shout out.
Now, let me ask you, Bantic show, because you asked me, and you can ask this about anything. Why would they do that? You see, because when I tell people about, that the earth is not a spinning ball, definitely it is not. It could be round, but it's not a ball. People say, why would they do that? Well, why would they start women's liberation? Why would the Rockefeller Institute hijack the education system? Why would a lot of fucking things? Why would they have redlining? Why would they lie about? Why would they chop the noses off of statues in Egypt and shit like that?
Now, I
could go on and be like, why would they do this? Why would they do that?
Why did they start women's lib? Why did they start women's lib? I want to know that.
To destabilize the family.
Okay.
To destabilize the nuclear family. That's why.
So like a divide and conquer tactic.
A divide and conquer.
Okay.
And this is why and when that started all through the 70s, we used to see Battle of the Sexes and shit on ABC. They used to have men against women battling, and they're always hearing Battle of the Sexes, Battle of the Sexes. That was some new shit. That was marketing.
Okay.
So whenever they do something nefarious, we can always ask, well, why would they do that? Because these motherfuckers is foul. And at the end of the day, if they can make money off of it, if they can control and manipulate people off of it, because make no mistake about it, NASA makes $53 million a day.
Wow.
Like, imagine making that much money for something that's not real.
Not a year.
And you know that it's not real, right? So that you got people that you could be like, yo, don't worry about it, bro. I got a whole fund we can dip into where they think that we're sending shit to outer space, but this is free money that we could dip into. But only we know about this. And now if you're down with the club, nigga, I'm a hook you up with money from NASA. I'm gonna hook you up with like dinosaur money, where they give money to to research dinosaurs and shit like that. And they got all kind of money for fake shit.
These are all income streams.
What?
Huh?
What?
Woo! It's a cold game, y'all.
Sagan said it's a liberal mind state set where Digga is coming from. You're damn right it is. And I don't like it.
We love you, Digga. We love you.
Yes, but I just don't like that shit right there. It says heart disease is the #1 killer, and because a lot of black women are obese. Like, yes. And Bante said that was so they could tax the other gender. Right. So they could make money, but it wasn't just about taxing the other gender. Yes, they wanted to get women to be able to vote and all of that type of shit so they can make more revenue. But it's also, how do we kill two birds with one stone? We can make money off of this, and we can destabilize the population, which ultimately leads to us having more control. That's what it's about. Somebody said, preach, Slim, preach.
Penny Mac.
That's funny. They said Lord Jamar doesn't care about white people. Listen, I actually care about all people, but I care about black people first. That's what B1 means. And so they can get the children away from the parents to indoctrinate them. Correct. It's funny how y'all see all of this, but y'all still kind of on the fence with flat earth. Like, that's what's crazy. Like, people can be conscious, you know what I mean? They can be conscious in one area and still not fully conscious. You know what I mean? Like,
but to be fair, Jamar,
sometimes all the chains.
Sometimes, to be fair, sometimes in certain areas it takes time, a little bit more time.
I know it takes time, but you know, we don't have all this time. Like we know that shit takes time, but I feel like we need to do shit now. This shit we need to do now.
I agree.
And yeah, like, this should not even be an argument. Like, like, y'all can't conduct none of these experiments I've asked y'all to conduct. Like, but I can conduct simple experiments with my phone and a flashlight, showing how you can go around the earth, and you know, one part will be lit, and when the light is not there, the other part will be dark. Like, I can just do that on a record player right now. Like, y'all can't recreate none of this shit that they're trying to say is the cosmology. Like, they're lying to you people. But anyway,
but
so let's move on. What was
you were going to tell us your thoughts on the Tory being guilty on all three counts?
Yeah.
And then you were talking about why would Meg get back in the car?
It's a dark. We gonna get into flat Earth, baby. I'm not letting it go. But anyway,
why would Megan get back in the car?
Yeah, why would she get back in the car? It's just a lot of shit that don't make sense. Apparently, homeboy said Rock Nation and them was calling him up shortly after saying, yo, I think it's best that you be quiet and not talk about shit. And you know what I mean? And
they said that to who? Tory?
To Tory. But he's not
okay.
signed to Rock Nation.
No.
Right, she is.
Right.
And so this is why when he was convicted, his pops, who looked just fucking like him. You see his pops?
Man. Yeah, spit image.
Shit. Motherfuckers was saying that's how Tory gonna look when he get out. with a gray ass beard and
not
shit.
For nothing though. Not for nothing. I was watching this lawyer show, right? Where this prosecuting attorney gives his opinion
he could be 50 years old when he gets out if he does 20.
They said realistically he probably is only going to do 2 years out of the 22.
Really?
Realistically 2 years, but his biggest thing that he's facing is possible deportation because of this back to Canada.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
he's probably looking at 2 years out of the 22.
You know, hey, that's better than fucking 22.
Right.
And being deported back to Canada, you know, I would think that would be better than being deported back to, like, you know, somewhere where you didn't really grow up at and they don't speak English and shit like that. Like someone like 21 Savage. If he was to get deported back to fucking London, you know, he don't even talk like them motherfuckers no more. You know what I mean? Like that nigga got a southern drawl. He don't really know niggas out there. Like this nigga grew up out there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And the way Canada is now, like Toronto and all of that, that shit is almost like a little America type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, so he could go up there and just be chilling. Like, all right, fuck America. I just won't go down there no more. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still chilling up here. They got mad broads up there and fucking, you know what I mean?
It might start
stores and they got Louis and all that type of shit is everywhere now. Like, it's not like, but now I can't go to America and get the Louis Vuitton.
No.
They got that shit everywhere.
It might stunt the show money though.
Yeah.
The festivals, all that.
Yeah, it would do that.